Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Director Kyle, and welcome to my channel. I never really got into how I got into acting, and I think that's a very important topic to cover. When I was about 16 years old, my mom was working with somebody at the time. Quick shout out to Tom and Melinda. They, I think they asked me what I was interested in, and I said I was more interested in art. So at the time, when I was first starting, like discovering what it is that I love doing, it was more based on around art and animation. And they sent me to a school. They sent me to a summer camp. I was fortunate enough to get sent to a summer camp by them, and it was all the way in Napa, California. It was called Oxbow. I met a lot of good people there, a lot of good friends that I'm still friends with to this day. When I was there, I learned about film. Now, it's not the digital aspects of film that we're used to. It was the original aspects of film. Like you had to go into a dark room and you had to develop a film afterwards. Like that level of film. I remember there was Printworks. There was a ton of things that were there that it opened up my mind to what that world was. And so what ended up happening was that changed the trajectory of where I was going. It went from wanting to do just animation to wanting to do film within a matter of years. Because something as simple as taking a class or taking a course or taking something that could be for a short time can change the trajectory of your life. As far as voice acting is concerned, I got into voice acting because... Okay, don't laugh. Alright, so I heard this voice from this guy who was doing a TV spot for one of my favorite games. Now, if you guys know me, if you're my real friends and you know me, favorite game of all time, Metal Gear Solid. Anything Metal Gear related, I love it. Love it so much I even did a monologue in my acting class. And I still get grilled for it to this day. I found a TV spot, and it was done by none other than the wonderful Don LaFontaine. Now, if you don't know who Don LaFontaine is, he's the movie trailer voice guy. Now, if you've seen my previous video, you know that I do a sort of movie trailer voice. So that was where I got that from. But I just hear this voice and it just goes, "In a world, one man, one desire, one solution, justice." And I'm just like, that's awesome. And so I was just like, I like this voice. Let me do this voice as much as possible. And I did it initially with the intention of annoying my little sister. And God bless her. God bless them both. I had found out that year, I discovered that TV spot in 2008. I found out that year he had passed. And so in my own special way, I was trying to do that voice to remember him. Something I never really tell people, but that's the main reason why I continue to do that voice. I think I was just doing it just to see if I could do it and just kind of making people laugh and everything. And my friend Lewis tells me I should get into voice acting, and he gives me a pamphlet for a class that was taking place at the college that we were going to at the time. And I can't remember the guy's name, but I do remember the classes that I took, and they were for a acting program called Voice Coaches. And from there, after seeing the examples of what would happen if you did the voices in a particular way, it was just one person, after the other doing a voice. So there was one guy with a naturally deep voice like this, and I was doing my voice I was doing this kind of voice, and then another person had like a really high-pitched voice, and they all mixed it together, and they showed us, and I was like, oh wow, so this is what this is like. I remember the feeling that I had which was like that feeling of wow, like you just discovered something that you didn't know that you needed, but you found it at that instant. And so from there, started doing training, started going to the voice coaches classes. It was worth it because I understood how to do the voice acting. I understood how to read. I understood how to go from, you know, a really higher pitched voice and knowing how to speak properly and knowing what diction is and everything like this. So I developed a skill based off of just doing something on a whim. But it all started from back then. It all started from somebody seeing that I had potential in this particular environment, in the art-based environment, to just shifting completely over to the left. It just transformed into this wonderful thing, this wonderful industry. One thing that I've done, and I realized I was doing it back then, but I kind of slacked off, but now I'm back on it again, was setting a goal. Like for me, for example, I learned that voice with an honest intention, which was I really just wanted to make my sister like hate me. It sounds so simple, but it was such a powerful motivation that when I was doing it, it didn't occur to me that I was trying to do anything, you know, to try to like make a voice sound like this ultimate ultra voice, or I was trying to do something that was with the intention of trying to be this godlike individual on the screen. It was just really simple. And the same thing with the other voices. Like I have a Russian accent. Like I said, I don't use it in my last video. I only use 3 voices because I'm very confident in them. But I do have a Russian accent, or a Russian/Serbian type accent, and I got that from a character named Niko Bellic from GTA 4, from Grand Theft Auto 4. You know, hey Roman, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't understand what you want, cousin. Like, you know, like that voice. I was doing that voice because I thought the voice was just fun to listen to. As far as like a goal is concerned, or an inspiration is concerned, when you're doing something like that, when you're doing an accent, or you're doing any type of voiceover goals, I think the best aspect of it is to simplify the goal. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go above and beyond. Like, I want to be this famous voice actor. I want to be like Steve Bloom. I want to be like David Hayter. I want to be like Jennifer Hale, Vanessa Marshall, Paul Eiding, Quentin Flynn, Phil Lamar. I want to be like the guy who voices Batman, Kevin Conroy, Carrie Payton. Like these names, like you want to be like these people. That's fine. That's awesome. That's wonderful. But sometimes the most simplest reason, and that's just to do it for fun, can be the most ultimate payoff. Like imagine just wanting to be like, just sound like Jason Statham, just to go up to a guy and be like, "Excuse me, are those your shoes?" Like, I'm not saying that's not a best accent or anything, but just something as simple as that will help push you forward in the kind of life that you want. It doesn't even have to be voiceover related. It doesn't have to be acting related, but just a simple reason is enough to move you forward. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if it has inspired you. And give a thumbs up. This is my second time doing this, so I appreciate you for following and appreciate you for liking everything. I'm repeating myself, aren't I? I know I am. In any case, this is That Actor Kyle, signing off. Now get out there and be somebody.